everybody. My name is Puppetine from the Geeky Puppet Show, here on the Geeky Puppet Show for classic puppet theater, as the old Shakespeareans would say. And tonight we have a special night for you, because we are reading Moon Knight. But before we get into this issue, let's go ahead and introduce our cast. Yes. To my side in the darkness, you know who's there. You know who hides in the shadows. Who knows what evil lies in the heart of man. You know that frog you all know, and some of you love, Froggy!
I am the vengeance. I am the night. I am Moon Knight. Hey!
Froggy will be playing Moon Knight. Yes, indeed. And I will be everybody else, but in the role of the narrator, because there's quite a bit of narration, and as every woman in the world, Miranya.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, so let's go ahead and pull up this book. And as you can see right here, here is Moon Knight in his premiere issue.
As he's getting ready to eat at Joe's.
Why do you do this?
Because I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Moon Knight.
You are Joe.
I'm Joe. Moon Knight.
He gets a payback for every time he mentions Eat at Joe's.
Anyway, because of the intense nature of running these programs on my computer, as it were, I must turn off my camera. I'm sorry, but I'll be...
Blessed be the moon. Thank you.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
Let's go ahead and dig right in. So, with this up, and away we go.
Okay. Stan Lee presents the macabre Moon Knight. At dawn in the Sudan, the memory of the night's merciless cold lingers in the bones, while the day's withering heat has already begun to sear the flesh. It was at dawn that the mercenary commando squad, under the command of the skull-faced terrorist for hire, Bushman, hits the rebel camp just south of the Egyptian border. At Bushman's side rode his second-in-command, Marc Spector. Thus, Marc Spector begins this day as a soldier for hire. He is fated to end it as something else. Dun, dun, dun.
And here we can see the splash page. It is quite nice.
Oh, very nice. And the writer is Doug Moench, Bill Sienkiewicz, artist, Bill and Frankie S. inkers, and we actually have Denny O'Neil as editor. And this is a Jim Shooter book. Yes!
Yeah, this is a very fun book. Very fun. Doug Moench, awesome writer. Bill Sienkiewicz, love the art.
But it's a Jim Shooter book. Yes.
Look, Punishers.
Okay. The slaughter is swift and soon.
An easy victory, Spector, and yet you do not exult in it. You are...
Oh, wait, does he go first?
No, you go from left to right on top, then go down.
Okay, so, Spector.
Maybe I'm remembering I'm not a professional soldier. Not a butcher. Or maybe it's just the heat.
You are too good a man to go soft, Spector. You must be bloodthirsty, ruthless to survive in our profession. Fear is the key. You must strike total fear into the heart of your enemies, and your followers as well. That is why I have my face tattooed into a mask of death. I have become an almost mythical figure of terror.
That's a role you choose to play. I don't.
Too bad. You will do well to emulate me.
Then,
The chopper. Frenchie must be bringing us new orders. Good morning, Frenchie.
Oh, perhaps it is not so good, Mark. I have stolen a look at Bushman's secret papers. It is clear to me that we are fighting on the wrong side, no matter what the pay is.
Clear to both of us, friend.
Perhaps we should plan a leave-taking, eh?
Quiet. Here comes Bushman.
seconds later,
So, tonight we take Salima? Salima.
But there are no rebels in the area.
True, but rumor has it that an American archaeologist has found the pharaoh's tomb there. If a tomb has been found, there's gold to be had. You look doubtful.
No Egyptian tombs have ever been found for so far a Luxor, but anything's possible.
But
But Bushman, should we go to treasure hunting? Should we risk our lives on the chance that we may find valuables?
Gold is always worth the risk. With enough of it, a ruthless man might achieve conquest of the entire Sudan.
If that's the game you want to play. That hacked it, Frenchie. We've got to get out of here. Night.
Oui, Mark.
when once again the crescent moon shines wanly across the desert, the raid begins. Hard, fast, and deadly. The town's small militia meets death in the darkened streets. While in a house on the town square, "Father, who can they be? What do they want?"
do you want the older gentleman, Froggy?
It is Bushman. I've heard that the townspeople speak of him with frightened whispers. Only thing it would bring him this band of cutthroats here. Word of a discovery must have leaked out. Well, he will find us eventually. Find the artifacts we brought here to study, like the jewel dagger, and for us to lead him to the dig site so he can see all our precious antiques we've worked for 5 years to unearth. He'll destroy them, melt them down for good.
What are you going to do?
The jewels. Well, I must. Bushman must be stopped. Stay here.
No, Father, I beg you. Moments later,
Search every house. Gather all the civilians and line them up in the square.
a slight noise catches Spector's ear. He whirls and instinct takes over.
Bushman, look out.
So, you have found a would-be assassin.
I'll take him to the square.
No, you have much to learn about terror, Spector.
Ignore the door.
This one will serve as a lesson to the others.
No. Ah!
It is worse than the first time he saw Bushman use those steel teeth. Ew. Horrified, Spector kneels by the dying old man.
My daughter, third White House. He's gone.
Drop that old fool, Spector, and look at this. His weapon, a jewel-encrusted golden dagger. Then there is a tomb. Spector? Spector!
Moments later, "Oh, who are you? What do you want here?"
Shut up and listen. Your father's dead. The worst is going to happen to you unless you leave now. I saw a jeep outside. Get in it and go.
You mercenary scum. You killed him, you filthy.
Look, lady, I didn't.
Spector's protest dies in his throat. If he hadn't stopped the old man's thrust, perhaps he would yet live.
My bad.
Yeah, I killed him. I'll kill you unless you get off fast, woman. Now beat it.
Is this how you ease your conscience, pig? I pray that you die the death you deserve.
Go.
You are getting soft, Spector.
Bushman.
No matter, the girl's trail will be easy to follow. And you did save my life. I will overlook your little indiscretion this time. Have one of your men gather up the gold artifacts in the study. Melted down, they'll bring a handsome price. Soon I shall have all the treasure.
As the mop-up operations progress,
These belong in a museum. Frenchie, I thought you'd never get here. We've got to leave now before she gets too far.
She? What are you talking about?
We've got to pick up a girl in the desert. I'll explain later. Let's go. And bring duct tape.
All right, Mark. I think you are crazy. The copter is this way.
Wait. What's Bushman doing over there? Those are civilians. He can't be planning to.
Ready. Aim.
They are. Gotta stop them.
Mark, no, you can do nothing.
Fire!
Bam, bam, bam. No! You gunned them down in cold blood, you filthy murderer. I should have let the old man kill you.
Eh?
Ugh.
Spector lunges, but blind rage makes him careless.
Ugh.
You are good, Spector. But Bushman is better.
Whip!
Weak fool. Take him out in the desert and dump him. Let the sun, the heat he despises so, slay him.
From the shadows, Frenchie watches helplessly. And hours later...
Oh, where am I? Nowhere. They left me to die. The sun's rising. No shelter. No hope.
Morning. Already the sun's rays beat down mercilessly upon Spector as he begins what he knows will be a long walk to his grave. Already his throat is dry. His eyes burn. Noon. He is trapped in a bright, bursting nightmare. He staggers on. Night. Mindlessly, like a mechanical man, he crawls onward, though the wind whips the sand into a stinging storm. He does not remember standing, swaying, nor the shout.
Look against the moon.
Nor pitching forward.
Quickly get him out of the storm. Take him into the tomb. I will go to Mrs. tent and tell her.
Moments later, in the tomb of Pharaoh Seti. Who is he, Jalad?
I do not know, Missy. A stranger, white. Allah, he is dead, Missy.
Him? Good. He's one of those who killed my father. He deserves to be dead. Leave him where he belongs, rotting here in this tomb. Go back to the packing. We leave as soon as the storm dies.
You coming, Missy?
I'll be along in a minute, Jalad. As the bearers depart, what's wrong with me? How can I be glad that a man is dead? Have I become as bloodthirsty as his kind? He did save me. That might have been what cost him his life. He must have suffered horribly in the desert. He was handsome. Outside, the howling sandstorm scratches across the face of the crescent moon. Inside, the torch's flickering light dances upon the horde of a long-dead king and the stony countenance of the dark god who stands guard over him. Perhaps it is a natural phenomenon which causes Marc Spector's heart to resume throbbing. Perhaps it is something else. Whatever the reason.
Where am I? Who am I?
You were dead.
No more than he is dead.
You mean Khonshu?
Yes, one of the gods of the moon knows, and is a taker of vengeance. A figure of terror.
But how did you know all that?
I'm not sure.
My bad.
What are you doing?
This robe is mine now. This land is mine now too. Everything.
Flash, no!
Yes. Mister, you're delirious. You must be. You don't know what you're doing.
Don't I? Don't the dead know about what they're about? Because I died. Did die, remember? I'm a ghost now. A specter of the moon. The moon knights of vengeance. And I've got work to do.
Wait, where are you going?
Missy, what?
Never mind, Jalad. Just prepare the other jeep. I'm going after him.
But Missy, the storm.
Is abating. I'll be all right. Now hurry. Midnight, and an eerie figure stalks the rooftops of Selena.
Bushman. I want him.
What?
You'll stand aside.
Swack. Thonk. Gronk. Excuse me.
Grenades.
Ooh. Meanwhile, inside the village inn, Bushman's men amuse themselves. The women whose husbands' bodies lay in the square are forced into humiliation worse than death.
Dance, dance.
Kaboom.
Braka.
Wait, what's that noise outside?
By the time they hit the street, he is already in the alley, waiting for them to reach the ammo dump.
But who did it? No one is here.
Bada boom! Those who can still move scatter. He slides from the shadows to stop one.
You're all alone now, Bushman. Just you and me.
Who? Spector! It's you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's me, Bushman. But I've changed, just like you, into a figure of fear. I finally learned your lesson, Bushman. And you're gonna be sorry you ever taught me.
Suddenly, no, let me go.
The girl!
With the speed of thought, the cloaked figure races toward the source of the scream. Momentarily forgotten, Bushman fades into the night.
Release her now.
We, at once. It is in your say, Mark.
Frenchie!
I caught this one sneaking up on you. I thought.
I can't believe it. You won all by yourself.
Yes, but the Bushman got away. I wanted his blood for killing your father.
He killed. I don't care if he got away as long as you're safe.
Bushman's forces is destroyed. He is finished as a power in this region, Mark. I'd say you did well enough. And now I suggest we take the copter and depart ourselves. Coming?
In a moment, there's something I must know. Your name.
Marlene. It's Marlene. Say it. He starts to, but the danger and the death finally catch up with him and bring him shuddering into her arms. His last thought is wry. Not bad for a dead man. He regains his health and acquires 3 new identities. He is still Marc Spector, and he becomes Stephen Grant, whose Wall Street wizardry parlays Spector's modest savings into a millionaire's fortune. Then he adds Jake Lockley to his list of selves. Jake, a street-smart cabbie who hears everything. Together with Marlene and Frenchie, they come to live in a Long Island mansion. Together they are Moon Knight, continuing the mission begun in the Pharaoh's tomb.
Now let's come down to this. Another.
Stephen, is someone with you? Oh, I heard you talking, and...
No one's with me, Marlene. Just a dictating a case history. Moon Knight hit some heroin pushers tonight. I took this from one of them.
Bushman!
Yes, your father's killer. You're in New York. Now, out for blood. For my blood. I'm going after him. As Lockley. I can't read tonight. Frenchie, you up on the roof? Are there modifications coming on the new chopper?
Magnifique, Marc. She is quiet as you win now. So quiet that the Defense Department will be after us for the secret.
Good. Crank her up to follow Lockley's cab.
We.
I had a weird feeling about this, Marlene. Like I should tape Bushman's story before I left. But you stay behind, no matter what your feelings are.
No, Father, I beg you.
Bushman must be stopped. Stay here.
No matter what my feelings are, Stephen?
You heard me, lady.
Yes, and I've heard it before.
Shall I expect you? That is, shall I expect Mr. Grant back for dinner, sir?
Don't hold your breath, Samuels. Grant just checked out for the night, and me, I got a heavy day ahead. Can you hear me through the radio, Frenchie? I'm going to Gina's dinner.
Oui, Marc. I will be following in the new chopper's maiden flight.
It's going to be hard, Stephen, or Mark, Jake, Moon Knight, whoever you really are. The last time I stayed behind when a man I loved went after Bushman, I lost my father. And now I don't think I could bear to lose you. All 4 of you. Soon.
Hey, Gina, how's the kids?
Finally passing Black History and otherwise quiet.
Good to hear it. But it's really Crowley I came to hit on. What do you know about this?
Oh, yes. The ubiquitous Death's Head. Jake, warned by the miscreants in the employ of the new Mr. Big in town, goes by the appellation of Bushman. And he's already subsued most of the drug and gambling action. Operates in the open, even though he conceals his visage behind a mask, almost as if he wants to be found.
He does, Crowley. Where?
Where? Word is, he's got a domicile in the back of the Burley Club near Harlem.
99th and Amsterdam, Frenchie. Let's make it fast. As soon as I stash Lockley's gear in the trunk, Moon Knight's got a date at the Sleazy Follies.
There is slight buzz in your car microphone, Marc. Perhaps I did not understand you. Burlesque Club? What do you...
Unfinished business, Frenchie, from a long time ago. Take her up.
Oui, oui.
I tell you about it, but you don't only want to get in on the action, and I can't allow that. This one's mine. Mine alone.
Below, a perfectly tuned Mercedes purrs to life. The glossy car slides from the shadows and follows. 7 minutes later, Amsterdam Avenue at 99th Street.
Got an idea for my glider cape. For Moon Knight's first drop into action. It's not as good as a real parachute, of course, or even the hang glider, but good enough to get me down in one piece. And that's all I'm gonna need to chop this Bushman into the longest, hardest fall he's ever taken.
The place is crammed with rough drunks and careless dancers. Were the faces of the women not so blank, so stripped of feeling, the scene would be reminiscent of a nightclub in the Sudan, where slaughterers forced fresh widows to dance to their grief. Into the stale smoke strides a figure clad in jet and silver, radiating silent menace.
Where's the door to the back?
Huh? Oh, up those stairs.
Tell your boss I'm about to enter his trap.
I know who that is. I saw him once. I even saw him once. Papers call him the Moon Knight.
Upstairs, the smoke is more expensive, the music softer, and laced with the click of chips, the whizzing spin of hypnotic wheels.
Say what? Who? Coming up here? Right now? It is him! All right, hold it. Freeze, man. Freeze right there.
Thugs fumble for guns and gamblers gasp. But Moon Knight hardly freezes.
Slam.
Excuse me for barging in, gentlemen, but I assume this is the place.
Shut.
Yes, I see you're all wearing the death's head pendant like good little boys. Better watch it, though. Those things could be omens. Kind of like the wearing tombstones around your necks.
Truncheon and crescent dart fly, followed by rigid hands hard as oak. And the last two thugs, like dead trees, are felled.
Chap, flat.
Who is that dude?
Ain't you ever heard of the Moon Knight?
Yeah, but I know he was real.
The die has been cast. The chips have fallen.
All right, Bushman. You wanted me? I'm here. And this is it, scum. Time to compare lessons.
6 seconds. Then a secret door swings open on silent hinges.
A trap.
Yeah,
Sorry.
nothing emerges.
A trap. Just what I came for.
He enters on the fly, diving, rolling, and rising ready. But
Nothing. No one here. Just a fancy office. Empty.
but on the desk,
The dagger. The golden dagger.
A memento, Mr. Spector.
he spins to a second secret door located in the rear of the office. Spins to a voice never to be forgotten once heard. A voice from long ago.
A memento of a fabulous treasure stolen from the grasp of antiquity. The only memento I was able to keep, thanks to you, Spector. Thanks to your treachery. Into the back, where it will be neater. Go on, move.
Outside, the Mercedes screeches dead in the gutter. Lost the chopper in traffic, but I saw him swoop down his block. Which means it's got to be this jiggle joint.
You heard me. Move.
Forget it, Bushman. I've come for you, and nothing on earth can stop me. You're afraid, aren't you, Bushman? Afraid of the figure of the terror before you. The lesson took.
You stay back.
Suddenly, at the sight of her father's murderer, Marlene cannot restrain a gasp. Instinctively, the cloaked figure turns toward the source of the sound. Momentarily forgotten, Bushman takes the opportunity to fire, but
No one can dodge like that. If I can't kill you, then I'll kill the girl.
Marlene!
Ugh.
You stinking son of a pig!
Moon Knight lunges, but blind rage makes him careless.
Ha! You're good, but compared to Bushman, you're a weak fool, Spector. Now, why don't you just die?
The steel teeth seek Moon Knight's jugular, but find only his truncheon.
Ah!
You had your chance, Bushman.
But soon the brutal, flailing fury overwhelms him until nothing can withstand the savage onslaught. Stephen, stop. Schwack. He's beaten, Stephen. Stop it.
Wow.
No, Stephen.
Frack.
Frack? Stop.
Walked.
Stephen, not like this. He sees her through a crimson haze, feels the blood in his wrist pounding against her fingers, and does not understand, cannot comprehend the plea for mercy.
Marlene, you alright? But he killed your father.
Yes, and it was my father, not yours. His fist strains forward, still wanting to strike the next blow and 1,000 more. At that time, I thought you were a man just as bad as him, Stephen. But even if he hadn't killed that man and given birth to the man you've become, I was wrong about you and we both know it. You're not like him. You never were. Finally, as a soft moan heard through glass rises to a keening shriek, the crimson haze fades and the fist falters, opens tremblingly.
Sirens, Marlene.
Yes, Stephen, sirens, getting louder, closer. It's the police. They'll take care of Bushman. We've got to leave fast. Please, Steve.
Is that Bushman saying yes?
No, that's it. But it's coming out of his butt.
It does.
Yes. Frenchie, can you hear me? Come on, down for us. We'll be on the roof. Guess I went a little crazy, Marlene. Remembering that at one point I was almost like him. But why did you stop me? Your father.
I stopped you because I went crazy too at first. I wanted to kill him, but I knew I couldn't. We couldn't. In a way, he created Moon Knight, but you've been through a lot since then. We've both worked hard to shape Moon Knight into something better than he was at his creation. And I just want you to stay that way. I didn't want Bushman to spoil what he started. What you've made into a legend. Behind that legend is a man, a good and powerful man. And no matter how many roles you play, false or true, you must never abuse your power. You must never forget who that man really is. Next, the Skid Row Slasher. That's the end.
And that is the end. Indeedly-do. And that was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. That's the first time I've really had a major role like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of true. I mean, in Hawkman,
Well,
you had a few.
That's not true, because women didn't exist back then. According to Kurt Marvel.
Yeah, this is true. Strong women did not exist.
Yeah, so that was there. This book, though, really did give you more time to shine, and I'm grateful.
I really want to point out, though, some cool things about this comic. When she gets shot, she's got orange blood.
Oh, well, they couldn't.
They couldn't show blood because the comics do anything, so it just showed it like orange.
Yeah, it was like an orange
paints.
Yeah. But overall, it was a lot. It was an interesting. I've never read any Moon Knight. This is my first time reading anything Moon Knight. That was better than I expected.
I agree. And Bushman was super scary. I mean, doing that little thing with the metal teeth. Ew.
They were all vile men. They killed the husbands and made the women dance for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they only say dance. We don't know what else they did, but
Well, that they left it at invocation
Yeah,
for worse.
Yeah.
right.
But he got his vengeance. The Moon Knight did, and now we are done. So thank you all so much. Froggy, with his telepathy, is telling me to go ahead and pull up the ticker and to go ahead and. There you go.
Now you can read it. He's hypnotized by it.
Yes. So please like and comment. Did you enjoy the story? Did you enjoy our acting? Go ahead, let us know. Also, make sure to subscribe. Trying to get those numbers up almost to 80, and then hopefully to 100 soon. And then more along the way. But we'll have to wait and see. As for our readings, please check out the Ko-Fi. These books cost money, so if you can drop $1 in the till, it'd be appreciated. And if you have a specific book you'd like us to read, well, with your tip, go ahead and leave the name of it, and we will put it to the top of the reading list. So for Moranya and the Reading Frog and myself, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye. Charles. Do it now.
Please.